What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlemania here, back with another video. Hulk Hogan entertained wrestling fans for decades, helping to take the WWF and WCW to new heights. However, the Hulkster's career has not been without its amount of controversy, with fellow wrestlers and others claiming Hogan did them wrong, either by refusing to count the lights for them or holding them back in another way. Here are 10 times Hulk Hogan screwed over other wrestlers for his gain, which can be summed up by, what you gonna do when the Hulkster's creative control clause runs wild on you? Number 1. Not putting the Hitman over. At WrestleMania 9, Hulk Hogan surprised fans with a last-minute match against newly crowned WWF champion Yokozuna. According to Bret Hart, Hogan was supposed to put him over on his way out of the WWF, which was to be at SummerSlam, only to change his mind. He claims the Hulkster didn't want to lose to someone smaller than him, but Hogan tells a different story in his autobiography, Hollywood Hulk Hogan. In it, Hogan claims he never mentioned losing to Hart, and it was all a misunderstanding between Hart and Vince McMahon. Number 2. Screwing over the Mastodon. Big Van Vader was WCW's undisputed monster heel, having held the WCW World Heavyweight Championship a then unprecedented 3 times. WCW had built Vader up properly as a brutal competitor and protected him from looking weak. That is until the Hulkster made his exodus to WCW. Fans couldn't wait to see Hogan and Vader clash, but behind the scenes, Hogan was reluctant to work with Vader, who was known for being stiff in the ring. Vader toned down his style, but Hogan no-sold Vader's powerbomb, taking what had once been a match-ending move into another triumph for Hulkamania. According to the book Titan Shattered, Eric Bischoff decided to surprise the fans watching the second episode of Monday Night Nitro by pitting Vader against the Hulkster, and Vader defeating Hogan for his WCW championship. Hogan then invoked his creative control clause, reportedly because he didn't want to lose on TV. Number 3. The slow count at Starrcade. Starrcade 1997 saw the much anticipated bout between Hollywood Hulk Hogan and Sting. Reportedly, crooked referee Nick Patrick was supposed to make a fast count on Sting, persuading newcomer Bret Hart, who was seated at ringside, to run in and make things right by restarting the match and officiating it himself. However, Patrick made a normal, if not slow, 3 count, making Hart's actions look suspect. According to a shoot interview with Patrick, the Hulkster persuaded Patrick to make a normal count, making Hart's interference suspect, if not downright foolish. Number 4. Hogan's sabotages sold out. Most fans would agree Bret Hart's WCW run wasn't the success people imagined it would be. Some believe Bret was sabotaged by established stars jealous at the thought of Hart's success. One such story has Hulk Hogan pulling out of 1998's Sold Out show to Deep Six it. The idea being that Bret Hart's match with Ric Flair wouldn't be enough to make up for Hogan's absence. In the end, Sold Out did nearly half the buy rate as Starrcade 97. While it's arguable the pay-per-views following Starrcade have traditionally been less successful, one can't help but wonder how it would have performed with both Hart and Hogan present. Number 5. The Imperfect Royal Rumble. The 1990 Royal Rumble saw Hulk Hogan and Mr. Perfect as the 2 last entrants in the match. One story has it that the WWF wanted to push Perfect by having him win the Royal Rumble, but it's been said that plans were changed last minute by Hogan to put himself over instead. Number 6. Hogan stops the showstopper. One of the hottest controversies is Hulk Hogan's decision to change what reportedly was going to be a trilogy with Shawn Michaels into one match. Michaels put Hogan over with the understanding that Hogan would return the favor in their next match. However, Hogan decided to call it quits, reportedly claiming he needed to take time off for an injury. Number 7. Hogan kills the Legend Killer. Randy Orton was making a name for himself as the Legend Killer, the young upstart taking out veteran stars. So what better legend to kill than the immortal Hulk Hogan? A match was scheduled for SummerSlam 2006, with Hogan agreeing to put Orton over in exchange for the WWF promoting Brooke Hogan's music CD. Instead, the Hulkster refused to job, and Orton put Hogan over. Some fans have seen Jillian Hall's bad singing gimmick as the WWE's way of getting back at Hogan by mocking Brooke's musical ambitions. Number 8. Squashing the Snake. Jake the Snake Roberts' excellent promos and methodical style won over fans, despite his status as a heel. This was seen when Roberts hosted his talk segment, The Snake Pit, with Hulk Hogan as his guest. After a confrontation, Roberts DDT'd Hogan, laying out the big man and setting up what should have been a big money program. Instead of the fans booing the villain though, they cheered him, reportedly leading to Hogan deep sixing the Hogan vs Roberts program. This video segment has become one of the most sought after items by wrestling fans. Number 9. Taking Stunning Steve's spot. Stunning Steve Austin's WCW career was plagued by inconsistent pushes. According to one story, United States Champion Austin was scheduled to face Ric Flair for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship, with one alleged rumor that Flair was even going to put Austin over. All that changed when Hulk Hogan entered WCW, and he took Austin's title shot. If that wasn't bad enough, Austin lost the US title to Hogan's pal, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, in an embarrassing 35-second match. And number 10. Trashing the trilogy. WCW made the dream match of Ric Flair vs Hulk Hogan as soon as Hogan entered the promotion. The two squared off in the best of 3 series, with Hogan winning the WCW title from Flair at Bash at the Beach, the first match in the series. Reportedly, Hogan was supposed to lose the title back to Flair in their rematch at Clash of Champions 28, setting up a rubber match to see who was the best. However, Hogan's creative control clause came into play, turning the loss into a countout. Some fans think Hogan's actions ruined the hype for the third Flair vs Hogan match, which was a career vs career match in a steel cage. Well guys, there you have it. 10 times the Hulkster screwed over other wrestlers for his own gain. Did we miss any out? Be sure to leave your comments below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.